Today, we are going to discuss about class 3 malocclusion and its management. Under this heading, we are going to study about the features of class 3 malocclusion, the skeletal features of class 3 malocclusion, the etiology, diagnosis, and treatment. Class 3 malocclusion is a condition where mandible is in mesial relation to maxilla. According to Angle, class 3 molar relationship is when mesiobuccal cusp of the upper first molar occludes between the mandibular first and second molars. The features of class 3 malocclusion. 1. The molar relationship is class 3, that is, the mesiobuccal cusp of upper molar occludes between the mandibular first and second molar. 2. The incisors may be in edge to edge, anterior crossbite, or normal incisor relationship. The incisors may be in edge to edge, anterior crossbite, or normal incisor relationship. Number 3, the upper arch is narrow and short while lower arch is broad. Therefore, posterior crossbite can be observed. Number 4, maxillary anteriors may be crowded because the arch is narrow and short while mandibular arch is often spaced. Number 5, the patient will have a concave profile. Number 6, vertical growers show increased lower anterior facial height and may exhibit open bite. Number 7, pseudo class 3 malocclusion is habitual forward positioning of the mandible due to presence of occlusal prematurities. Skeletal features of class 3 malocclusion. Following are some of the commonly seen skeletal features of class 3 malocclusion. 1 is retrognathic maxilla, 2, prognathic mandible, or the combination of retrognathic maxilla and prognathic mandible. Etiology of class 3 malocclusion. It could be genetic predisposition or environmental factors such as postural habits and mouth breathing, or the habitual forward positioning of mandible due to occlusal prematurities and or enlarged adenoids. So how do we diagnose the class 3 malocclusion? The diagnosis involves clinical and radiographic examination. The clinical examination involves a thorough family history regarding anterior crossbite, B, check for class 3 molar relation and other clinical features. Radiographic examination involves skeletal nature of the class 3 malocclusion, retrognathic maxilla with normal mandible, prognathic mandible with normal maxilla, or a combination of retrognathic maxilla and prognathic mandible. Diagnosis of dental versus skeletal malocclusion. Diagnosis of dental versus skeletal class 3 malocclusion. Dental class 3 malocclusion, the cephalometry reveals A and B angle is normal. There is a labial tipping of mandibular incisors and lingual tipping of maxillary incisors. In the skeletal class 3 malocclusion, cephalometry reveals smaller SNA, larger SNB, and a negative ANB. There is a proclination of maxillary incisors and retroclination of the mandibular incisors. Pseudo class 3 malocclusion. In a pseudo class 3 malocclusion, there is a functional shift, that is, forward shift of the mandible on closure of the mandible is observed. Shift in centric occlusion, centric and centric relation is observed due to abnormal tooth contacts. There is normal skeletal pattern in centric relation, but a class 3 skeletal pattern in centric occlusion. Now, treatment of class 3 malocclusion. Treatment of class 3 malocclusion involves the interception during growth and treatment after growth. Benefits of interception during growth are early recognition and interception reduces the severity of developing malocclusion. Early interception improves the skeletal discrepancy by providing more favorable environment for future growth. For example, crossbite retards maxillary growth due to locking of maxilla within the mandible, and the occlusal forces of the mandibular incisors exerted by maxillary incisors in crossbite encourage the continued forward growth of mandible, further worsening the pre-normalcy. It helps to eliminate or reduce the chance of orthognathic surgeries in future. Indications and contraindication for intercepting class 3 malocclusion. Indications are growing patients, cooperative patients, mild skeletal discrepancy, good facial aesthetics, symmetric condylar growth, convergent facial type, presence of anteroposterior functional shift, absence of familial prognathism. The contraindications are patients with no growth potential, non-cooperative patients, severe skeletal discrepancy, poor facial aesthetics, asymmetric condylar growth, divergent facial pattern, absence of anteroposterior functional shift, and familial prognathism. Coming to the treatment of class 3 malocclusion, following are the methods of intercepting class 3 malocclusion during growth. Number 1, myofunctional appliances. Frankel 3 appliance can be used. It is more successful in patients exhibiting functional shift of the mandible on closure of the jaw. Number 2, chin cup therapy is useful in patients with protrusive mandible and normal maxilla. It helps in backward positioning of the mandible, redirection of the mandibular growth, and remodeling of the mandible with the closure of gonial angle. The force levels are 300 to 500 grams per side and 12 to 14 hours per day. Number 3 is the face mask or reverse pull headgear therapy. It is used in mild to moderate skeletal class 3 cases due to retrognathic maxilla and horizontal growth pattern. RME, rapid maxillary expansion, can be incorporated in intraoral splint if expansion is required. Force levels are 300 to 500 grams per side and 12 to 14 hours per day. Number 4 is fixed appliance therapy with the class 3 intermaxillary elastic traction from the lower labial segment to the upper molars can be used to move the upper arch forward and the lower arch backward. Camouflage treatment in class 3 malocclusion. Number 1, lower first premolars extraction is done in cases with mild mandibular prognathism and lower arch crowding. Number 2, all 4 first premolars extraction is done in cases of arch length deficiency involving both the arches. Surgical correction of class 3 malocclusion. Number 1, class 3 cases due to maxillary deficiency is treated by maxillary advancement procedure like Lefort 1 osteotomy. Number 2, class 3 cases due to mandibular prognathism is treated by mandibular setback procedure like BSSO, that is bilateral sagittal split osteotomy. So under the chapter of class 3 malocclusion and its treatment, we studied about features of class 3 malocclusion, skeletal features of class 3 malocclusion, the etiology, diagnosis, treatment. Under the treatment, we studied about the treatment during the growth and treatment after the growth. That is, treatment using the myofunctional appliances, camouflage line of treatment, and surgical option. Keep watching these videos on YouTube and please subscribe to my channel for further updates about orthodontics and orthodontic classes.